Alright guys, welcome back. We have another question from the chapter 5 of Mechanics of Materials by Johnston, and for the beam and loading shown, we need to draw the shear and bending moment curves and determine the equations for each of these curves. So as always, we're going to start with the free body diagram. We have this beam that is fixed on the right side, which is the point C, so we need to consider all the reactions that we have, which includes the vertical force, the horizontal force. Because there is no horizontal force, it's going to be canceled out because of our equilibrium condition. So we have basically the moment, and yeah, that's pretty much everything. Our equilibrium equations, again, sum of all forces in x equals 0, which is y cx is 0, so that's why I didn't show it. Sum of all forces in y, we have cy minus 2p equals 0, so 1p, 1p, so negative 2p. Cy will be 2p, and we can do the moment about c equals 0, counterclockwise, as always positive, and this was a positive direction for x, for y. So we have the moment of the p about c counterclockwise, so it's positive p times a plus a, which is 2a. We also have the moment of this p, again counterclockwise, another positive pa, and we have the moment m equals 0. That means our moment in that reaction would be negative, so negative 3pa. So we have the reaction at the C. For now, we actually didn't need to calculate these unless you want to start from the right side of the beam to the left. But if you're going from the left to the right, you don't need these. So it wasn't a necessary step in here because we are moving from left to the right. So we're going to start from point A to B, which is our x from 0 to A. So we have this. We basically, there's force P applying in here, and that's pretty much it. And this is going to be our V and bending moment. So it's going to be the distance x. Pretty simple. Sum of all forces in y equals 0. And we have negative p, negative v equals 0, which means v is going to be negative p. So we can show the diagrams here, and that's going to be our bending moment. So moving from 0 to A, can call this point A. Our v is going to be negative p. So we have a constant value of negative p, and if we just do the moment about point, we can call this point whatever, let's call it J maybe. Counterclockwise positive, we have the moment of P, which is counterclockwise, so P times X plus M equals 0, and M would be negative Px. So we have a linear curve for bending moment starting from 0, and we're going to get to negative Pa at this point. So that's the first half, and now we're going to move from x from A to 2A, and our beam is going to have two p's, so one here, same thing, the shear force and the bending moment. This time our v would be, so let's do sum of all forces in y equals 0, which is going to be negative v, negative 2p equals 0. Again, v is going to be negative 2p. So we're going to go again this time to negative p, moving from A to 2A. So this was A, this is 2A. Same in here, so we're going to get something like this, negative 2p. And for the moment, again, we can call that point J, counterclockwise positive. We're going to have the moment of, and this is going to be x. We're going to have the moment of 1p, which is counterclockwise, so px negative p times, now we're looking for this distance. We know this distance is a. It's going to be x minus a. And yeah, that's pretty much everything for this. I don't know why I put a negative sign in here. This has to be positive because they are both making counterclockwise moments. So plus m equals 0, so we're gonna have px plus px, and so our m would be negative 2px plus PA. Again, just to double check, do a differentiation of dm over dx, and this should give you the p, which we can see is going to be negative 2p. That's what we found in here. Everything's good. And yeah, the curve we can see starts from PA. If you put the if you put the XA, which is our starting point, we have negative 2PA plus PA, so negative PA, which is what we had in the previous step. And here we can see that if we just put 2A at this point, we have negative 4PA plus PA, so our ending point is going to be negative 3PA. So we're going to go a little bit lower, maybe somewhere in here, negative 3PA. And yeah, obviously this is not to this scale, but this is more or less what we get from this beam. We'll double check our moment, everything was good. And yeah, that's pretty much everything for this question. Hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.